Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to another weekly episode of the Interconnected-ness, a weekly oracle series. This is for the week of October 3rd through October 9th, 2022. All right, you all, please remember to thumbs up this video. Send and share this video out, people who make you feel good, people who allow you to continue blossoming and growing to the individual that you are destined to be. Send it and share with those groups, organizations, and people who allow you to grow and blossom to the individual that you are destined to be, but also who you allow and you give the ability and push to allow them to grow into the person, people that they are destined to be, all right? Please remember to turn on your ringer so that you can hear when the messages are being dropped, all right, you all? If you would like to send a love offering or to purchase something off of the Amazon wish list, the Linktree link is in the description box below. If you would like to join the Playful Platform of Patreon or to just come on over to the Memory Astrologer side on Patreon, the link is in the description box below, but it's also in the Linktree link in the description box below. All right, everybody? All righties. Yeah, I hope to see you all on Patreon because the message in the bottle for October has dropped and we need to be aware, open to know how we moving, period. All right, you all? Remember to do your 3 deep cleansing breath in from your nose and slowly out your mouth to be open, to be aware, and to be ready for this weekly message. All right, you all? But before we begin, I have a couple things to tell y'all. Like, whole time, it was really, I got out the shower and I heard the song like, forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? So I feel this wanting of youth, this, I guess, the desiring of whatever the definition of youth is. And really, youthfulness is really a state of the mind. How you see life through a youthful perspective would change your outlook on current circumstances. So maybe we kind of have a fixed outlook on situations or ideas about, youthfulness, optimal health, awareness of one's own strengths, one's own ability, one's own maturity, and the sensualness of it. Like, how can we really tap into that? How can we really get to know our body right now? And that's really body autonomy for me. What makes you feel good? What clothes look good on you? What does youthfulness define to you? So another thing that I have to ask is what happened in 2009 and how have you grown and matured since then? 2009 to 2022, what is that? 11, 12, 13. What's that about a 13-year cycle? So what is that, Uranus? What is that, Neptune? So every 13 years, a new perspective comes within generations. New ideas come. New uniqueness comes. And really, what happens every 13th year? Wow, every 13th year, that's like the rediscovery of self, the redefinition of self. And through this redefinitions, we actually really find old fragments, old parts, old pictures, old thoughts, old things that have been intertwined, integrated within us, our viewpoints, our foundations. But it also allows us to really check in with how we communicate things, how we really see ourselves. What is of use for ourselves? What is of personal value to ourselves? What is of personal importance? And right now, I think that you're a person of importance. So what's important to you right now? All right. What's important to you right now? Yeah. Let's get it. Okay, so I want to do a whole bunch of things. So I'm going to think about doing one solid gold playing card. And then we will do a clarification if we need one with the giant playing cards. And then I'm going to, where's the certificate card? Okay, the certificate card is somewhere in here. So then we're going to do Oracle. And since I know from the new moon that we need affirmations, or we would, affirmations would be very much imperative as an assister for us. I'm going to incorporate it. So yeah, what is of importance of you? When I think about this, I think of like opposing forces. Because what's important to you, you feel me? Where did you get those ideas and those values from? That's usually, you know, our friends, our groups, our organizations, our predecessors, our families, our childhood. Okay. Yeah, we got this. Hey. Interesting. I thought about the 10 of Clubs is going to come out. Oh my goodness. Let's get it. I originally was going to talk about 11-year cycles, but this is a million times better. Ace of Spades sidestep. So, seeing the maturity of oneself. What is of importance to you? What is of importance to you? Ace of Spades is like the offering of maturity, the offering of new perspectives, of new identities, new awarenesses. And from this, it's like, it's been many trials and tribulations up until this point. Now there's a hesitancy. Maybe not like a hesitancy, but maybe like a unsureness. And with this unsureness, I want you to first things first. You have put the hard work in. Now is the time for you to find out what gratitude looks like. How can you be more grateful for what you currently have? How can you be more grateful to your experiences, your maturity, the levels that you have gone through in life, and see how it has shaped you? You feel me? I wanted to say how it has made you so well-rounded, but also very strategic. It made you be more observant, critical, aware. But to use this level of awareness, we have to see currently where we are. We have to see currently what is of importance. We have to see currently of our own self and our own needs. We have to see currently of where we are. And I like this because it kind of gives like this, I want to say this outrageous openness, like this communication that's going on in the environment, that's going on with friends and going on with groups. But it's also asking you to be able to see the start of a new situation, but how situations are built on the previous foundations of those lessons. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, you feel me? Like, from the 10 of Clubs, you feel me? You would eventually be in the King of, the Ace of Diamonds, which is, learning the research, learning the put-togetherness, learning the importance of things. But here, since it's the Ace of Spades, it's like through these trials and tribulations, through these many awareness, through this divine understanding of like, values of being in flow, of being a builder of mindsets, a builder of desires, a builder and a breaker, a person who can achieve more, can continuously achieve. And right now is asking you to see your own achievements. See and recognize your own achievements. How can you see that? Take a step back. Take a step back. Take a step back. Honor yourself. Oh my goodness, girl. It's been a whole lot. It's like fulfillments, but not being able to see the fulfillments yet. See the fulfillments. Wow. Rekindling of energy. Like, come on. Redefinitions of like one's own fulfillment or whatever that looks like. I like this. This is really growing to be an adult, growing to be a parent, growing to be a team player. I really like this. Growing to be a team player. And growing to be a team player, you know, you have to be account of your own awarenesses, your own needs, your own values, but you also have to be open to the things that's really going on in the environment. I like this. I like this because in a couple weeks, we're going to have these new perspectives, ideas about ourselves. Oh, wait, out of order. New perspectives, idea about ourselves. I like this. In about a year, we're going to look back and see, like, all that we've accomplished, all that you've accomplished. What have you accomplished within a year? What have you accomplished within a year? I also see 10 of Hearts. Interesting. Also, if there has been a spade, a disconnect with the way that you are communicating to your family, or like seeing your own desires and goals, and seeing your own your ability to put the work in, your ability to step into not consciousness, but your ability to step into growing of your mind, growing of your values, growing the trust of your family, growing the awareness of your family. Wow, building better, lineages through communication. Wow, you learned a lot. We've learned a lot. And it's asking how you gonna take all these lessons in and use them to your benefit. It's a lot. It's a lot that you've encountered. I would really start right now is to tap into body imagery. Like, you know, what does your body look like? What makes you feel good? What makes you feel good? Yes, I like this. I like this a lot. It's really a lot of communication and growth process with like reconnecting of their inner child, understanding from another perspective, or, you know, taking a step back to understand from a different perspective, parental relationships, lineage understandings, lineage growth, lineage adaptability. Wow. Using it to your benefit. Wow. And I like this because it leaves an opportunity for tweaking. Oh, I really like this. Oh my goodness, look at this. I really like this. What is this, reverse or upright? No, it's upright. I really like this. Yeah, see, it's not seeing the opportunity of things. You have went through a lot. We have went through a lot. We are so strong. We are so resilient. We are so flexible. We need to incorporate drinking more water. Incorporate, I guess, like nourishing ourselves more. So what have we been really eating? What have we been putting in our body? We need to rest more. We've been dreaming a lot. Pay attention to our dreams and what they're really showcasing to us. Communication, how people are communicating to us. Pay attention to maybe any, what's this, friend, mother's friend, a friend of your mom's or something. Pay attention to the communication and the conversations with them. Like, I want to say the elders. Yeah. Two of Spades, reverse, Ace of Clubs. Yeah, pay attention to it. And Ace of Clubs, that's the, you know, seeing your own worth, seeing your own values, your passion. What is passion to you? What is a hobby to you? You feel me? How can you deeper connect to your own inner fire? When I say your own inner fire, those are your wants, your needs, your desires, your passion, your inner child. Maybe if you have children, your children, how can you deeper connect to them to grow a better foundation? It can be for you to be able to feel connected, understood, more aware. I like this. Genealogy is a really good thing, yeah. Genealogy is a really good situation. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. Seven of Diamonds. Seven of Diamonds is talking about the removing of the ego to see the values, the fulfillments, the clarity, to allow clarity to shine. One needs to really see situations for really what is, to see yourself for really what is, to see the situation for in the environment for really what is, to maybe ask ourselves, what does validation mean to ourselves internally? What does validation mean? How can you grow deeper to the conversations? Their conversations that are going on within. How can you be more aware of that? How can you take more notice of that? How can you take more notice of that? Back in the deck, not 4 of Hearts. Oh my goodness. 0. And that's the be observant. That's the check your environments. That's that slow and steady process. That's that rebirth. The rebirth of self, the rebirth of the awareness, because of the newfound maturity that you are, because you're at this different age, because you had all these different experiences, because these different circumstances have impacted you, have allowed you to have a new layer of perspective, new layer of understanding, to put yourself in a different role. And now because of this, what are you going to do with this information? How are you going to integrate it to allow you to mold, to step, to lead, to guide, to prepare for the upcoming future, for the upcoming plans? For the upcoming future, for the upcoming plans. I like this. I actually like this a lot because there's a whole bunch of zeros. Infinite. Infinite. We're infinite, literally. The lineage is infinite. The knowledge is infinite. The emotions are infinite. So be mindful of how we are communicating our emotions. Be mindful of how we are engaging our emotions. Be mindful of how our emotions are presenting to us. And really take account to really what is it saying? What is the root of this? Let's get to the root cause of situations. Yeah, Jack of Hearts. I'm tickled because I was just saying, let's talk about the 11 cycles. So let's quickly talk about the 11 cycles. It's 1826 right now. We're talking about 11. Let's get it. 18 is all about the rebirth process. It's all about the death and the transformation of that. But it also talks about the higher wisdom, the changing of the perspectives. And talk about divine wisdom as well. So with the Jack of Hearts, I see a warrior. I see the ability to transform oneself because of I don't want to say the maturity, but the awareness, the growth that one has attained. The one has been gifted. The ability to, this is teaching flow. How can you be more in flow with the environment? How can you be more in flow with what's going on? Drink more water. Ask yourself to really check your schedules. Really check in with yourself probably every day. What's this? Jack of Hearts. Yeah, implement more hobbies, more fluidity, more stretching. But also be able to use your previous knowledge, your previous wisdom to the benefit, because one day you will be king. One day you will be king. There's a bunch of 10s over here, and this is the 11th. 11 is all about that subconscious, that going through solitude. 11th, every 11 year, it's like a 12th house perfection. You go through a solitude to go through this defining, of this understanding of the subconscious, but it's also like a redemption of your soul to see, like, you know, what has worked and what has not worked. And from that, you emerge a new person. You emerge a new identity. But from this emerging, you have to put in the work to understand, who are you? What is important? What is of value to you currently? You feel me? So you be able to move to the next step, baby girl. Let's get it. So you can be able to move to the next step, receiving, so you can be able to move to the next step. Liberation of the mind, liberation of the body, liberation of the environment. Clean your environment. Straighten your bed. Fluff your pillows. Ask yourself what you want to eat every morning and every night. You feel me? Schedule yourself in. We scheduling everybody else's. Make sure you put more work, more value, more love, more adornment to self. To self. How can you use your energy wisely, strategically, for what you want to accomplish? But what do you want to accomplish? What do you want to accomplish? Back of the deck, work. Back of the deck, work. What do you want to... Okay, there we go. We're done. Period. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. Love. Okay. Love. True offering. Reverse. Grounded. Reverse. Grief. Reverse. Divine love. Reverse. Trust. Reverse. Expansiveness. Back of deck. Work. That's that. Touch into body. Get into awareness of your body health, your body needs, your body movements. What does your body communicate to you? This is root chakra. This is sacral chakra. Listen to root chakra, sacral chakra music. Listen to... Put your feet... You need to touch things. Kinesthetics, you need to touch things. You need to touch things. Maybe pottery is really good. Moon sand is a really good time to play with stuff like that. Maybe building things. Anything with hand movement is really imperative right now. It allows you to grow your inner child, allows you to grow your awareness to your body and its body's movements. Please stretch. Please pay attention to your feet. Pay attention to your dreams, your third eye. Pay attention to really what's being shown to you. Pay attention to how you communicate, how you express, and how you share your vulnerabilities and your needs. And then from this, you feel me? Also, it's allowing our heart to be unlocked. So listen to third eye frequency music. Listen to throat frequency music. Listen to heart frequency music. Listen to solar, sacral, and root chakra. Oh wait, here goes solar. Yep. Okay, we got it. We got everything we need to listen to. All right. Love says. All right, first things first. If we've been thinking about doing any offerings to our ancestors, flowers such as pink, purples, blues, light pinks, are good offering flowers. Pay attention to butterflies, blue butterflies, purple butterflies, moths, monarch butterflies. Pay attention to more elephants with their trunk up. So pay attention to the luck of the moment. Pay attention to thinking strategically. Yeah. Pay attention to any Capricorn that comes into your life, or any earth sign. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Any air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio. Leo again. Scorpio again. And Pisces. Yep. Okay. Yes. Yes. And hummingbirds. So things that you will be hearing or you might be seeing more are crows. When you see crows, be aware of what's going on in the situation. Be aware of what conversations are going on. Be aware of the feeling of the outside. Yes. Birds are very significant. Whatever birds you're hearing, pay attention. Whatever birds you're seeing, pay attention. And what's really going on in the environment. What birds are they? Start paying attention to the birds. The hearing of them, the seeing of them. Okay? Love says, divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Love itself is. What is vital? What is important to you? True offering says, true offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. So the whole ability here is to work on our own vulnerabilities, our own awareness of ourselves. And to do that, we have to be able to give something away, to be in solitude, to change our perspective, to see the maturity of where we are currently. The rebirth process is a cyclical process, and we need to be very mindful of it. Every 10-year cycle. Be very mindful of that. So every 10 year, that is 10th house perfection year. In 10th house perfection year, it always talks about the nourishment. What is of nourishment for you? And when you define that, you at an adult, nourishment is different from when you are a child. So what is it currently? How can you give yourself that currently? How can you give yourself that solitude, that rejoicefulness, that joy? It's like drinking cool water. You saw how that rehydrated you. How can you currently rehydrate yourself? You need to really honor yourself. Really honor your ancestors. Really honor the communication and how far you got right now. Who assisted you to getting this far? Who assisted you? Grounded says. And it's reversed, so it's asking you, how can you ground yourself more? And that's why I'm saying, use your hands. Sit and do nothing. Rest. Take a shower. Listen to music, dance, move your body. But how can you tap more into yourself, more into your environment? Maybe there's a lot going on. Maybe there's a lot of daydreams. And maybe it's telling us, are we paying attention to that? Are we rushing things, or are we really, allowing things to come to us, being in flow? Many of the most evolved beings on earth are just simple, regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Oh, let's get it. Divine flow. I like divine flow because it kind of incorporates the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the third eye chakra. Yeah, the heart chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra. It incorporates all these facets and is asking you to how can you be more flowing? I like the fact that it's right next to grounded. So it's telling us we have to recharge ourselves. We have to renourish ourselves. I didn't see any diamonds. We need to eat better. We need to take our vitamins. We need to stretch. We need to pray more. We need to reconnect more. How can we reconnect to source? How can we reconnect to center? What does that look like? What does that look like? What does that look like? It says eventually one subline desire takes precedence over all the others. To follow the Tao, which means the divine flow, at all costs. Devotion surrender. Devotion, we will be talking about that in the upcoming full moon notes. Devotion is labor. It's a personal labor. It's an individualized labor. That's inner child work. That's understanding your children more. That's understanding your inner divinity more. That's understanding worshiping more. Putting in the work. Honoring creativity. Maybe flirting and having sex. So be very mindful of these things. Take precautions in these things. You feel me? Think strategically in these things, okay? Grief. Grief is reversed. Because we need to be more mindful of it. We need to be more open of our hearts and the heart's needs, and the heart's growths, and the heart's desires. Maybe we're not really listening to what we really want to accomplish. And it's asking us, how can we be more in flow with that? What is of worth to ourselves currently? Not last year, not 6-7 years ago, not your mama's worth, but what is your worth? Grief says, tears are what happens when the ice in the heart melts. We have to go internal to be able to expand divine love, says. And it has, once again, a lot of white dots, and it's giving like snowy vibes. So even in the midst of like destruction, oldness, coldness, solitude, unsureties, death, barren, we need to be able to trust more, to be able to know more, to be able to believe more. And that means we have to put the work in. We have to be able to understand what it means when two opposite forces come together. What is it building? Divine love says, when you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. Period. Last two. Let's get it. Trust reverse. It has our open hands. You feel me? That's why we gotta use our hands. It says, allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. Trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. And the last one is expansiveness, to be able to see the situations, see the perspectives. We have to go internal. It says, eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. The changing the depths of the ego, the changing of the values, the changing of the understandings and the connections, the viewpoints, the relatedness. What is currently of worth to you, and how can you find and summon your inner strength? What does that look like? Word says, you have been worthy to belong to love all along, without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. 33 on the dot, you all. I love you all. Have a wonderful rest of your week.